Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Freedom Live!
You are listening to Panties and Sports. Yeah. This is your boy, DizzieMac, and I'm amped up. Final Four weekend. I got my girl, the one and only, Cheryl Smith, the first lady of sports talk. Hey, first lady, I'm down. I'm ready. And I know you're ready. So what you saying?
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdie known as Jay Cutler wishes he could fly far, far, far away after an autographed football he donated to the anti-cruelty received 0 bids. The ball eventually sold to a fan for $100 who simply wanted a piece of the Bear memorabilia. Is Jay getting a raw deal from the fans? Is Jay the Tony Romo of the NFC North? In other words, get the man a running game? Let's not forget on second thought. Let's forget a defense known as the Munchkins of the Midway. Dick Butkus, Richard Dent, Michael Singletary, Doug Plank, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? Everybody knows that people don't know Jay Cutler. I mean, why should we be surprised that Jay Cutler's autographed football did not receive any bids? Cutler is not very popular with the real football fans within Chicago, so a non-football crowd could care less about Jay Cutler. DizzieMac, they probably didn't even know who he was. I'm quite sure the Bears fans wish they could forget about Jay Cutler. Jay is not getting a raw deal from the fans. You know, he deserves the backlash that he's receiving. The auction to me is just another embarrassment for Jay Cutler, and we all know that Jay Cutler has been embarrassed on the football field. And I'm sorry, he cannot be the Tony Romo of the NFC. I don't care if he even has a running game. He does not have the skill set to be Tony Romo. He is still mediocre. I don't care even if you give him a defense. Even if you give him a defense, he's still mediocre. I mean, Jay Cutler is what it is. I mean, I'm sorry, DizzieMac. I know you're a Chi-Town Chicago fan, but your only hope for you guys to get to the playoffs if they trade Jay Cutler. And matter of fact, I don't know any team that's going to want Jay Cutler. That's why they couldn't trade him. And I don't wish any injury on a player, but the Chicago fans, it will take a miracle for them to make it to the playoff with Jay Cutler. All right, DizzieMac, I know you were a depressed Chicago fan after I just laid this out to you. So what do you think about Jay Cutler and all this auction and his ability to be a quarterback?
Well, to me, see, Jay Cutler should have put on one of them balls he threw an interception with, and I would have got more money. You could have got more money with one of them balls. Hey, I'm telling you, Jay, don't even worry about it, man. I mean, it happens. I mean, nobody really wants a anti-cruelty sign football by Jay Cutler. They want the authentic one. I mean, you know, they want the Roger Goodell sign, game tested, game worn ball. No. Hey, Jay is not getting a raw deal from the fans. He should have known that from the Day one, he know what the fans think about him, and it's not all good. Jay is not the Tony Romo of the North. Hey, he's got a running game. What you think Matt Forte over there for? Nah, I tell you, get the defense right, possibly get another quarterback to replace Jay Cutler, and you may be on to something, Chicago. Hey, you know, I'm a Raiders fan, but hey, I live here in the Windy City. And that wind may need to blow Jay out of town for them to do something. I'm just saying.
Sound like you disowning the Chicago Bears. Back talking about you, the Raiders fan.
Hey, I'm a Raiders fan. Hey, everybody knows that. I like some of the Bears. I like some of the Bears. I like some of the players. You know, no doubt. They got some good players. They've had some good players in here, but they don't have a quarterback, First Lady, and that's gonna always keep them down. That's gonna keep them. That's gonna keep them so much, behind the league and everybody else trying for the Lombardi Trophy that they're gonna be talking about next year.
They will always be talking about next year with Jay Cutler. So I mean, we're not hating on Jay Cutler. His body of work speaks for itself.
Or it doesn't speak for itself.
Or it doesn't. Well, it's mediocre. That's what his body of work is.
Don't want no mediocre. Hey. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion. Overpowered over the competition, I'm towering. Wrecking shop when I drop these lyrics that'll make you other cops. Don't you dare stare, Jay Cutler. You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of the all get you sliced and diced. Competition paying a price. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. We're not talking about Oscar Bonavena, Memphis Al Jones, or Jerry Court. We're talking about a knockout punch. Actually, the breakdancing moves. Steph Curry forced Chris Paul into displaying with a basketball move reminiscent of MJ. Our players like Westbrook, Curry, and Harden demonstrating generation. Next is in effect. It's San Antonio waiting in the weeds, ready to come from nowhere and repeat. Will the Lakers win back-to-back games? Justin Bieber, Floyd Money Mayweather, and Michael Sam are asking, what you saying? Well, that was playground-esque, the move that Steph Curry put on Chris Paul. Hey, I mean, that's just one of them things, and if you played in the league long enough, if you played ball long enough, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It always happens. You're dealing with pros. You're dealing with the top echelon of players. So, hey, it's going to happen. You're going to get crossed. You're going to get dunked on. You're going to get stripped. Hey, it's going to happen. The key is make sure that you got more of those plays on your side of the ledger than against you. And Chris Paul does. So, hey, I'll give him a pass on that. Steph Curry has been doing that, and I'm sure one day somebody will do Steph Curry like that. So what goes around comes around. You know, in the NBA, you're going to get posterized. You're going to get dunked on. Ask all the greatest, MJ, Magic, Bird, all of them, even Kareem, Dr. J, all of them. It's going to happen. Now, hey, you got skills. Use them. I mean, it's what these guys ball handle for hours at a time practicing. That's what they do, to put those moves in effect when they come on the court. So, hey, I like seeing it. I like them demonstrating their ball skills. San Antonio has been playing lights out. They're getting healthy at the right time, and they looking like a well-oiled machine. I would not bet against them. They'll probably be one of my dark horses. The Lakers, hey, they've been playing fairly well of late. They've won some close games. So it will not be out of the realm of possibility for them to win back-to-back games. They ain't got nothing to lose. Like Leon Spinks, they ain't got nothing to lose. First Lady, what you saying about all this?
Well, first of all, who cares about the Lakers? I mean, at this point, if they win back-to-back games, who cares? They're still going nowhere. So that's what I feel about the Lakers. I mean, yeah, that move Steph Curry put on Chris Paul was fantastic. But the NBA's future is bright when you're talking about Westbrook, Curry, and Harden, and when Kevin Durant returns. I mean, these players are the new superstar. They are Generation Next in the NBA. Even though, LeBron is still in his prime, he will eventually pass the torch to these players. And of all the players that that we're talking about, Westbrook, Curry, and Harden, and Durant, I think Russell Westbrook has a higher ceiling than all the players. I mean, he's the most athletic, and I see him as the next LeBron James. And the only thing is stopping Russell Westbrook is his IQ. He needs to develop a higher IQ regarding playing the game. If he can develop that IQ and learn about the game, I mean, please, like I said, he will be the next LeBron James. So the league is exciting. You got a mixture of the new players, the Generation Next, and the old players. And speaking of old, Tim Duncan and the Spurs. I don't know how it always happened, but they are always peaking at the right time of the year when the playoffs are around the corner.
Jimmy!
They're always peaking. You got to give it to the coach, Pops. He knows when to play his players and when to rest them. And they have won 6 in a row and 9 out of their last 10 games. So I will never count the Spurs out of getting into the finals. However, they've never won back-to-back titles. So will history repeat for them? There's one thing they haven't done is won a back-to-back. So, I mean, they won last year, and usual, they don't win that second in a row. So we'll see. But I think they can be there. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, the Lakers, let's talk about another subject. The Lakers without Kobe Bryant is very dismal going on in La La Land. Very dismal. La La. Okay. It's just La La, blase for L.A.
Well, I tell you, that's the First Lady getting it in. I tell you, stay tuned. We're going to have some more. First Lady, take us to break.
Okay, well, the first 3 listeners to email us or send a shout-out why Oscar Bonavita, Memphis Al Jones, and Jerry Corey are mentioned together, you have a chance to receive a $25 gift card from our friends at Macy's.com. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Ridah Red on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Vine and the Lakers.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code FREE61 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code FREE61. That's FREE61 at AdamandEve.com.
The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. First Lady, I can't wait to hear the music from Ridah Red.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout-out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning we have Ridah out of West Palm Beach, Florida, with his album, My Neck of the Woods. I know he's from my neck of the woods, South Florida. From his website, Ridah from West Palm Beach, Florida, has a unique mixture of a Tupac and a Young Jeezy style. His incredible flow makes it easy for him to transition from all types of styles of hip-hop music. Oh, I can't wait to hear from Cut from a Different Cloth.
You can hear it when I talk, you can see it in my walk. I'm silky, you polyester, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm the king and I'm a boss, commander-in-chief and all. Salute to all of my troops, we cut from a different cloth. I'm the true face of Florida, this is my stomping ground. You in my territory, I'm cut from a different cloth. But they say I'm way too thuggish, though they want it rough and rugged. I'm 1,000 out in public, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm a different breed of niggas, run up on you with that pistol, kill the sound off with a pillar. I'm gutter to the gristle, little do they know them other niggas brittle. I'm just trying to let you know this shit official. Depending on what I give you, got you trying to solve a riddle. It's simple, about to hit you with that finger in the middle. Your girl, she sending signals, now I'm playing with her mental. And from the way she giggles, she want me to turn her cripple. I got her in the room, now I'm playing with her nipples. And from the shit she telling me, nigga, you artificial, something like a bag of Skittles. I'm too hot, now watch it sizzle. Make it rain, I'll make it flood. This is more than just a drizzle. Fuck with me. You can hear it when I talk, you can see it in my walk. I'm silky, you polyester, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm the king and I'm a boss, commander-in-chief and all. Salute to all of my troops, we cut from a different cloth. I'm the true face of Florida, this is my stomping ground. You in my territory, I'm cut from a different cloth. But they say I'm way too thuggish, though they want it rough and rugged. I'm 1,000 out in public, I'm cut from a different cloth. Listen, you don't belong up in this kitchen, this is my territory. Hustling is my ambition, got me hanging out the window, mask on my face is hitting. My life is non-fiction, can't turn down this gangster rhythm. Got niggas in the submission for crossing that line of scrimmage. Ain't no question about it, that's just how a nigga living. Don't mistake the situation for what's on the television. This is more than real, way too damn far from being fiction. Building tension, causing friction, pay attention as I mentioned. Ain't no switching my position at the top of competition. This life ain't picture perfect, but welcome to my dimension. They wanna see me fall, hit the ground and go to twitching, that's the issue. You can hear it when I talk, you can see it in my walk. I'm silky, you polyester, I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm the king and I'm a boss, commander-in-chief and all. Salute to all of my troops, we cut from a different cloth. I'm the true face of Florida, this is my stomping ground. You in my territory, I'm cut from a different cloth. But they say I'm way too thuggish, though they want it rough and rugged. I'm 1,000 out in public, I'm cut from a different cloth.
Alright, he's cut from a different cloth. Okay, DizzieMac, are you shouting that out or are you giving it a mute button?
I'm going to give it a shout out. I like my man's flow, he was flowing. The music seemed like it would fit what he was saying, and hey, he kind of knew where he was going with it. So I'm going to shout him out on that, First Lady.
Are you going to shout it out? Ronnie B, what did you think about Ridah?
He was cut from a different cloth. You know, was it silk? Was it poly? what kind of
polyester in the song?
Yeah, what was he cut from? You know, that's the question I got. I thought he put it together nice. I'm giving him a shout out. Had a nice little dance rhythm to it, and it wasn't over the edge. You know, wasn't over the edge. You know, if I could get for a lot of folks maybe the language, not to have to warn the kiddies, but even then, still not really over the edge. And but I thought he had a nice groove. I'm giving them a shout out.
Okay, yeah, you have to put that label warning on there because I don't like the words that were used in it. But he's definitely not a Tupac, so I don't know why he has Tupac in his website information. It sounds like Tupac to me, but I'm going to give it, I'm hitting the mute button. I didn't like it, obviously because I didn't like the words too much in the song. So, that's the rapper's track, you just, like you said, you got to put the warning labels on there, but it didn't do too much for me. Anyway, we will hear another performance from Ridah Red on part 2 of Shout Out. Is that the sound of my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
Faster than lightning, no one you see is smarter than he. And we know flippers live in a world full of wonder, lying there under the sea.
It's time for Flip It, where our panel defends a view and then they flip the script and defend the opposing view. Your team has been in the NBA playoffs, made some noise several times over the past few years. They've been in there competitive playing. And your team went and got some players and a coach that can keep them competitive for years. Got the structure right. Got the right owner with some tall duckies. But that team can't get no love. No love. Unfortunately, you are not the Lakers. No matter what you do, there is no love. We asked the panel to defend. It's time for the Clippers to leave L.A. or at least the Staples Center and get some real fans. DizzieMac, defend.
Get up out the Staples Center. There's other venues that you can have that will give you your own identity. You got Anaheim. They don't play in the same city as the Dodgers. They got their own place. You got places that you can go and make sure that, hey, you get only Clipper fans up in there. You don't get Laker fans wandering in because they got access to the Staples Center right there. And because their team is losing, they want to come over there and look at your team. Yeah, you got to do it because, hey, that's going to make that franchise as a standalone franchise. Doc Rivers is doing something special over there for the Clippers. He deserves that. Give the Clippers their own house.
Okay, you heard the DizzieMac, First Lady. No love.
It's time for the Clippers to escape L.A. and head to a fan base that can afford season tickets. The Clippers will always play second fiddle to the L.A. Lakers. The problem is the Clippers fan base is not as upscale as the Los Angeles Lakers fans. They are blue-collar workers, and this is no disrespect to the blue-collar workers, but they're just barely paying their season ticket prices. That's the facts. This is the reason why there's so many opposing team fans in the arena, because the fans for the Clippers sell their tickets so they can pay for their season tickets at the end of the year. Now, we all know Steve Ballmer. He has to recoup that $2 billion he pays for the Clippers. So their prices are going to increase significantly. And let's face it, the Clipper fans, they supported this team for over the years and years when they were horrible in last place. So it's not about loyalty. It's about economics.
Okay, you heard the defense from the First Lady at DizzieMac, but we are going to flip the script. We asked the panel to defend. All they have to do is keep winning and watch the hapless Lakers continue under the mismanagement of Little Bus. Generation Next remembers Clippers wins, not ancient stories of Laker victories and an old washed-up Kobe. Just ain't doing it for the younger folks. Sit tight, Clippers. Your day coming. DizzieMac, defend.
Oh, the day is coming. Man, you know how it is when little brother becomes better than big brother.
Mm.
Yeah, he'll have the throne after the big brother is overthrown. And that's what the Clippers have to do, is just chill, wait. They've already started building momentum, building their fan base. And I think having more fans, having a bigger crowd than the Lakers. Yeah, Little Bus is treating the Lakers like he's riding on a little bus and not doing a good job at it. Clippers got new management. Big new management. Wow. Generation Next remembers that. They know where he came from, where his money was made at. Generation Next don't know much about Jerry Buss. And they could give a hoot about Little Bus and some old war tales. And Kobe trying to do it for the younger generation, knowing that he's got one foot out the door, i.e. Steve Nash. Sit tight, Clips. Your day is coming.
All right, First Lady, defend.
Winning cures all, and losing makes you fed up, and the Lakers fan base will change from the Lakers purple and gold to the Clippers red, white, and blue, like Republicans changing to Democrats. The Lakers' future continues to be bleak, and the Lakers fan base is disgruntled with Little Bus mismanagement. The Lakers' number one fan, Jack Nicholson, he has flew over the cuckoo's nest and has put his courtside tickets up for sale, and he's considering the Clippers. He attended a Clippers playoff game last year. Now, if Jack leaves, the long list of old faithful Laker fans such as Denzel Washington, Diane Cannon, and Samuel Jackson will follow the leader and join Billy Crystal to root for the Clippers. It makes sense, as the long-term Clipper fans can't afford their seats anymore. This will open up the mass exodus of the Lakers fans to join the Clippers. Clippers, just sit tight. Sit tight, sit tight. You will rule the Staples Center, and the Lakers may need to escape L.A.
Well, you heard the defense on both sides of flip it, but First Lady, they're waving the flags. Please take us to break.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
Hey, L.A., California.
Another day, another restless night, crying myself to sleep. Another day of relentless phone calls from credit card companies demanding payment. Another day wondering if filing bankruptcy or getting one of those debt consolidation loans is the only way to go. A friend said, "Stop crying. Just call Sharon, the debt destroyer." Sharon and her team of experts work hard to help you eliminate your credit card debt and get you and your credit back on track. No bankruptcy, no loans, your credit card debt eliminated. I called Sharon and her team of experts went right to work with a plan that made sense. I am sleeping peacefully knowing my credit card debt is being destroyed and my credit is getting back on track. Have your credit card debt destroyed and get a good night's sleep? Contact Sharon, the Debt Destroyer, at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call 888-431-2829, extension 2.
Welcome back. You are listening to Brawls, Panties and Sports. And it's time for the funny. It's your boy, DizzieMac. And First Lady, we have our 12th Need to Grow story of 2015. And no, it's not out of Florida. It's out of Houston, Texas. Don't cover your head, Ronnie B. Police in Houston said a man suspected of burglarizing a store tried to avoid arrest by pretending to sleep under a banana tree near the business. Yeah. Police investigators arrived on the scene and did not have a difficult time locating the man. Scene and security footage. Under a banana tree next to the store, they found the suspect hiding with the backpack he claimed to be asleep when he was confronted by police. God, this needs to grow. I mean, it's under a banana tree. Wow. He denied being involved with the burglary, but officers discovered 3 laptops in his backpack. 3, not 1, 3. I don't know. It ain't me. I don't know. I really don't know. Police reported the suspect is saying, yeah, I know you don't know, but we know. The security camera footage shows the man making a hole in the wall to the store entry. Wow. Breaking and entering. The suspect claimed while being loaded into a patrol car that he was mistreated by the arresting officer. P.O.P. Keeping it real. and that's where it went wrong.
Wait, that's where it went wrong?
Well, trying to keep it real. He said, I can fool them by sleeping right here by the business under the banana tree.
Look, a bunch of bananas hit him on the head.
It seemed like it went wrong when he woke up that morning.
Hey, how you gonna explain?
He got up in the morning, it was gold. He should have stayed asleep. For real.
Go back to bed and keep it real. Take my butt to sleep. Back to sleep. I tell you, what, man, hold up. God darn it. If water is splashing on me and you, it must, well, he don't ever splash it on Ronnie B and First Lady, but he's always splashing on my Bearskin rug. It must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flipper. Here you go, Flipper. You got the mic.
Time for Flipper, where I host to fit a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. Kentucky is undefeated and 2 games away from possibly winning the NCAA championship. Panel defend. If Kentucky loses the NCAA championship, it was still a great season, and they are a great team. DizzieMac, defend.
You can't take away what they've accomplished, which is 38-0. They've won a variety of ways. I mean, you got 9-10 McDonald's All-Americans. I mean, they've had a great season, no doubt. And to be so young, man, they came together really well. I mean, they play with a lot of joy. They play for each other, so that's good to see. You know, Coach Cal has instilled that in them. And if they lose, I'm still thinking great season, great team. I would have to put them in the category of the 5-5, where they made it to the championship game 2 years in a row and came up short. But still, great seasons, great teams, even though they took the wins away. But still, we know what they did.
Okay, and I get your analogy, but considering the events, I don't know if Kentucky would like to compare us. First Lady, defend.
Only 7 teams in the history of the NCAA tournament have had a perfect season by winning the NCAA championship. The last was in 1976, the Indiana Hoosiers. Only 11 teams had perfect regular season but lost in the NCAA tournament. So Kentucky is in a very prestigious group either way. This is why you can't dismiss the great season this team will have if they were to lose the championship. The NCAA championship is a single game elimination tournament, which a team to have a bad game and lose. I mean, over the years of the tournament, the best team in the regular season does not necessarily win the tournament. I would say that this year's Kentucky team is a better team during the course of the year than last year's national championship winner, the University of Connecticut, who wasn't even the best team within their conference. So the Wildcats still will be a great team even if they lose the championship.
You heard the defense from the First Lady and DizzieMac, but you know we have to flip the script. If Kentucky does not win the NCAA championship, the season was a waste. They are definitely not a great team. DizzieMac, defend.
Well, as a competitor, you have to look at it like, man, we got this far. We're going to be hounded about what should have been, what could have been, what would have been. You have to think, well, top caliber players, but we didn't get it done as a team. Where did we go wrong? Where did we not trust each other? And when you don't have that trust, when you don't have that ability to do the things great teams do, you can't be considered a great team. I think if they don't win the championship, they'll feel like it was a bust of a season. It's championship or bust for Big Blue Nation. And if they don't get it, I'm telling you, I wasted my damn vacation time coming down here to see them play and they lose. I could have been on spring break someplace. Yeah. The team won't feel like that. The fans will, but the team will feel like, hey, we didn't do it for the fans. We let them down. We let ourselves down. You'll probably see some of them guys come back.
It can go down like that. First Lady, if Kentucky does not win the NCAA championship, the season was a waste. They are definitely not a great team. Defend.
If you are a great team, then you will win a NCAA championship. Sports is about winning, not about coming in second or third. Yeah, judging an entire season based on a game or two in a tournament is unfair, but it's also the standard of greatness. LeBron wasn't considered great until he won a championship. John Elway wasn't considered great until he won a championship. And Kevin Garnett wasn't considered great until he won a championship. So this is why Kentucky team cannot be considered a great team without winning the big prize, the NCAA championship.
Take that, Seattle Seahawks. Well, you've heard the defense, so flip it, and you've heard the defense, so flip it. First Lady, take us to break.
On the other side of the break, we have another performance from Ridah Red on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
Throw me an alley-oop, First Lady.
Credit card debt was kicking my butt. Filing for bankruptcy was not for me. I spoke with those debt consolidation people who only wanted me to keep the debt I had for what seemed like a century. A friend said, "Your debt destroyed." I said, "What?" They said, "Your debt destroyed." They said, "Contact Sharon at Your Debt Destroyed and let her team of experts eliminate your debt while building up your credit worthiness." I contacted Sharon, and she put her team to work to destroy my debt with a plan that was easy to follow and gave me and my family peace of mind. Don't consolidate your debt, eliminate your debt. Contact Sharon at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call her at 888-431-2829, extension 2.
You are listening to Brawls, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks, and the finale. The music flows from around the globe to get a shout out from the First Lady and the crew. Over to you, First Lady.
We have another performance from Ridah Red. Let's hear the next track, Heart of a Gorilla. Mighty Joe Young.
Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
I was born a soldier on the military base. I was born a soldier in the FLA. I was born a soldier on the military base. I was born a soldier in the FLA.
I walk the streets showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You can see it once it's no fear. I keep it real as I'm still here. I walk the streets showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You can see it once it's no I keep the real as I'm still here.
September 13, 1987. I've been trying to warn niggas. I'm the definition of Armageddon. And since the drop of semen, homeboy, I've been raw. Got people trying to figure me out, calling me Jigsaw. See, I despise motherfuckers with their eyes on me. I got a surprise for niggas trying to ride on me. And guess what? It ain't finna happen. I'm about to start clapping from all of this slick rapping. Here in Palm Beach, you start if you ain't got your comrade. Teflon is what you need when it comes to combat. You bomb me, I'ma bomb back. Ridah Red got the recipe, so tell me how you love that. Lunchtime means it's crunch time. You cats can try, but you lose 9 lives trying to crush mine. Niggas wanna see me fall and pass over. If I was you, I would take a picture, maybe that'll last longer.
On the streets, showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You can see it once the smoke clears.
Once the smoke clears,
I keep it real as I'm still here.
that's why I'm still here.
I walk the streets, showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You can see it once the smoke clears. I keep it real as I'm still here.
After soldiers by my side, they'll tell you I'm a rider. Look me dead in my eyes, that'll let you know I ain't no lie. Smell the herb up in the sky while I swerve riding by. I'm bumping Machiavelli, can't nobody tell me I ain't high. Similar to BG, I'm the heart of my streets. My partners willing to ride, they wearing army fatigue. I had to tell these pussy niggas, you are what you eat. See, they been talking like dogs, but they ain't barking at me. And from the way that I speak, picture a hardcore nigga with veins full of cold blood, the heart of a gorilla. I grew up around gangsters, not your average people. Therefore, I've been in beef before, so I see no evil. Normally, I act a fool while I'm out in the open. Got everybody telling me I'm rude and outspoken. I know I talk, but I'll walk, that's why I tote that shit. Before crunch time, I'ma blaze one and smoke that shit.
I walk the streets showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You should see him once the smoke clears. I keep it real, that's why I'm still here.
That's why I'm still here.
I walk the streets showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You should see him once the smoke clears. I keep it real, that's why I'm still here.
I picture hate me for being in the state of mind. You can try and get revenge, homie, so just take your time. I don't regret what I spit when I say these rhymes. I handle mine, feed my mind and stay on the grind. QC's my squad, that's the clique I represent. It's short for untamed, for those who ask me what it meant. We on the mission to get cheddar quick. We started this shit in high school. I've been loyal ever since. The blood cells of a warrior flow through my blood. If Fat Joe can make it rain, then I'ma make it flood. All these trials and tribulations made me a thug. You don't believe me? Then listen to the hook, cuz.
Walk the streets showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You should see him once the smoke clears. I keep it real, that's why I'm still here. I walk the streets showing no fear. I got a heart of a gorilla. You should see him once the smoke clears. I keep it real, that's why I'm still here.
That was Heart of a Gorilla. DizzieMac, what do you think about Ridah Red, Heart of a Gorilla? Give it a shout out or are you hitting the mute button?
Oh, we're giving that a shout out.
Give it a shout. Okay, shout it out. Ronnie B?
Well, I'm giving it a shout out there. Hey, pass me a banana.
Pass you a banana. You know what? His words are still not within my comfort zone, but I kind of like the song, so I'm going to give it a shout out. The Heart of a Gorilla. I'm going to shout it out, Mr. Ridah Red. My goodness, you can come up with some more words. I mean, you sound like a great lyricist, so come on, let's do a little bit better. But that's the end of shout out. If you like what you heard from Ridah Red, hit him up at RidahRed.com. That's spelled RidahRedd.com. If you would like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. Oh, well, it's quite interesting. DizzieMac, you've had a good week with your picks. You had gotten everything right with the exception of one. But guess what, DizzieMac? But guess what? Joe and I still have more points than you do.
That's okay.
You go figure. Okay. So Joe and I, because you know Joe followed what I had. We had 195 points for last week's picks, and DizzieMac had 160. And it's interesting, like I said, Joe and I, we had some picks wrong, but those final four selections, they were worth a lot of money if you got. I mean, worth a lot of points if you got them correct, and it was also negative 75. So you had one pick wrong in your final four. But anyway, let's get to actually, let me give you the total scores, grand totals so far. I have 595 points, DizzieMac has 200 points, and Joe has 505 points. So let's get to this week's picks. LeBron James will score over 40 points in at least one game this week. 20 points for the correct point and minus 10 for the incorrect. I'll start it off, DizzieMac. I will say no. He will not score over 40 points. He's playing the Chicago Bulls, the Bucks, and the Celtics, and all three of these teams play decent defense. And LeBron is not really a high scorer person. He likes to pass the ball, so I'm definitely going to say no. What's your take, dude?
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I think he should be able to get through the week without having to score that many points. He'll try against the Bulls, but they'll shut him down. But Milwaukee and Boston, yeah, he'll probably be content with 20, 25, and let everybody else sit in.
Okay. Rowdy B, what's Joe's decision?
Joe is going to go against the panel and roll that LeBron will have a monster game this week because his name has not been mentioned in the MVP conversation lately.
So Joe is saying yes. Okay, the Warriors will win at least 3 games this week. 30 points for the correct answer and minus 30 for incorrect. I'm going to say no. The Warriors are playing 3 teams, well, actually all 4 teams that are in the hunt for the playoff and jockeying for position. They're going to be at Dallas, San Antonio, and at New Orleans, and then they have the home game against Portland. And it's going to be tough for them to win 3 games. I'm going to say they probably go 2-2. So I'm definitely going to say no. DizzieMac?
No. I mean, hey, I watched those pesky who was that? Phoenix. Phoenix played the Warriors tough. And they should have won that game.
They should have won the game.
Yeah, they should have won the game. So I think they got they'll be 2-1. They won't be 3-0. They'll be 2-1. So no, They won't win 3 games this week.
All right. Roddy B, what's Joe's pick?
Joe is going against the panel. The Warriors will win 3 games this week.
Okay, all right. I don't know about that. They had a lot of teams to play in contention, and the Warriors don't have anything to play for. They've already clinched the #1 spot. Chicago Bulls will be undefeated this week. 35 points for the correct answer and minus 20 for the incorrect. No. The Chicago Bulls will not be undefeated. They have to play Cleveland. They have Orlando, and they are playing at Miami. They have 3 games on the road. They will not win all 3 games, so I'm definitely saying no. Roddy B, what does Joe have to say?
Joe is going with the Bulls will be undefeated this week.
DizzieMac.
They'll finish the week undefeated, First Lady. I got to catch you somehow. So the Bulls will be undefeated.
Okay. DizzieMac says yes also. The Bulls will be undefeated. All right. NCAA champion. Again, I'm on the fence with this one. So, you know what? I'm going to defer to DizzieMac.
Push me over the edge. I defer.
Remember, I told you last week, this is my segment, so I can control who goes first.
Okay.
Heart of a gorilla.
Hey, I tell you. Kentucky.
All right, you have Kentucky. Ronnie B, who is Joe picking?
Wisconsin.
Okay. I hear that, because I agree. That's why I'm on the fence. I haven't made my mind up yet because I think Wisconsin has a good chance of beating Kentucky because you remember Wisconsin lost last year to Kentucky to get into to get into the final 2. So I think they're going to be very revengeful. So I'm going to go with Kentucky. I'm going to let DizzieMac catch up to us because he's going to – no, not Kentucky. I'm going to go with Wisconsin. I'm going to say Wisconsin is going to win. I think Kentucky will be upset and Wisconsin's going to win. And I just decided that just a few minutes ago. Ooh, so that's 150 points to the correct team when picking the correct team and negative 175 points for the incorrect team. That's a lot to lose, DizzieMac, so this is your chance to have your comeback.
Hey, don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, don't call it. I'm playing with house money now, so I guess that Joe and I will be on the same team. So before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. DizzieMac, what did you miss this week?
I missed an arbitrator saying Major League Baseball can't punish Josh Hamilton for alcohol and drug abuse.
Yes, that's true. Ronnie B, what did you miss?
Oh, I missed LeBron, the news that LeBron calls plays and David Blatt repeats them. That Tony Romo would have gave up money to keep DeMarco Murray. That James Winston, the shadow knows, is being shadowed. Like it's some clandestine operation to see if he go mess up. And would MJ average 50 points in today's NBA? I missed all of that.
Okay. Well, what I missed that Stephen Curry was very surprised that his ex-coach, Mark Jackson, did not list him as the next MVP. He was very surprised about that. Yes. Mark Jackson said that James Harden is his MVP. So you still think that Mark Jackson has a little hater aid going on there? Because he was let go. Hating, right? Okay. Well, this has been Cheryl Smith and DizzieMac. You have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports.